What up, YouTube? Welcome to the Joe McFo Show. We are here with another live stream, and we're going to be doing something a little bit different. As you could probably tell by the thumbnail or by the title of the video, we are going to do what is called a style study. So I'm going to be taking this artist here. His name is Sean Galloway, also goes by the name Cheeks. I found out he apparently has 3 different Instagram pages with all his artwork on it. And I have 2 of his art books right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take his style and I'm going to put my Shadowboxers characters in his style. So that's basically what we're going to be doing today. Manette says, I'm not able to stay on today, but I wanted to say hi. Hello, Manette. Thank you for coming on anyway. It's all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just find a reference that I want to use and figure out a character, and I'm just going to combine it. We got Kathy in the house. Hello, Kathy. Thank you for coming on. And so yeah, let's see. I also wanted to show this. These are some samples of the characters I did in Cheeks' style. So this is something that I've been doing in my own practice. Actually, I've been trying to, I guess, just learn how to improve and try and get better with my craft. And I decided I was going to do a bunch of studies of different artists. So this being one of them, I was going to do studies of Phil Barasa, and I guess that's a hydration check technically. So I was going to look at his work, maybe Shiun Kim and Ryu Kion. I was going to look at Joe Madureira and a bunch of other people. And I was going to do initially 50 head sketches in each person's style, as well as 20 full figures. And then a good friend of mine said, why don't you just do 100? And some of you who know which one I'm talking about can probably guess who it is. But yeah, that's basically what we're going to be doing. Megan is on. What's up, Megan? Thank you for coming. So yeah, and just so you guys understand kind of my process of how I go about studying a particular style, I think it'd be helpful to kind of show this before I get into the actual drawing of it all. So this is one of Sean Galloway's pieces right here. So he's got Superman and Batman over here. And what I did, I just lowered the opacity, and I'm not gonna lie, I literally just traced over this. Now I traced over it not to pass this off as my own work or submit it in a portfolio or anything like that. This was purely for personal practice so that I could get used to drawing in his style, because as you guys can probably tell, his style is very different than the way that I do it, but there's still a lot I think I can learn. So I traced it once, and then I did the second time, and then I wrote down some notes of things that he usually does, and I just kind of kept this practice up. And I've done some Wolverine drawings over here. Obviously, you had to do this guy. This automatically goes to another hydration check. That's 2 hydration checks in 4 minutes. That's actually pretty impressive. And Mark's not even here. So yeah, this will be a third one. It's gotta be a third one. He likes drawing Spidey. What can I say? So basically that's what I have been doing in my personal time. And then obviously I drew the Shadowboxers characters, and I was like, you know what? I could do this in a full stream. Like there's nothing wrong with doing that. I think I can do a lot with it. And so we can decide to do full body or just heads. We'll see. Both Superman and Batman's little peats. That is something about his style that is really fun. They do have little tiny like soft triangles for their feet. This one I think is mostly because of perspective and foreshortening. But yeah, they have like no ankles or anything half the time. So yeah, and then these are also some studies that I have been doing in his style. If any of you know the show that these characters are from, let me know. I'm very curious. All right, so first things first, we just got to decide on which character to draw. So let's do this. Let me grab my Shadowboxers sheets. And if you guys have a character you want me to do in his style, just let me know. Just put it in the chat and I'll just go down the list. And if it's a Lisa, just tell me if you want mask on. Yeah. Uh, but I think today we'll start off with Atana. Reason why is because I actually haven't drawn her in this style just yet. So, um, so yeah, we're gonna pick her out. There we go. Wait, is this the most up? No, that's not the most updated version of her. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. This is accurate. Okay. So let's make this a little smaller. All right. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to draw her as if it was in the style of Sean Galloway. So let's pull some reference. Let's go online here and see what we can find. Someone who looks similar to her. And that's usually the first step. I usually try and find something that feels close enough to it. So, like, for example, this character right here is probably about the same age as Atana. So she might be a really good reference, actually. So can I copy this? Is it possible? No, I have to screenshot it. And all I'm really trying to do is focus on the different shapes, right? That's going to be the biggest thing. So what shapes can I find that would fit with Atana the most? This character here, this black character, would also probably fit with a couple of changes, I think. She might be she looks like she's probably the mom character. So let's see if there's another one we could use. Oh yeah, here we go. This will work. And this actually will work for Kayla as well if we decide to do her. All right, so let me go back to Clip Studio, and then I'm going to pull in the reference. Kathy says, "Mask on, mask off." I think Cobra Kai is starting to get to you. By the way, does anyone watch Cobra Kai? I'm very curious. I know season 6 just came out, or at least the first portion of season 6 just came out a couple of days ago. I really liked it. I thought it was good. I'm excited to see part 2, even though I don't feel like waiting until November to see it. I find that a little annoying, actually. All right, so for those of you in the chat, tell me how your day's been. Tell me what you've been up to. Has it been arting? Have you been taking a break from everything? Let me know what you've been up to today. All right, so we got some good ref over here. All right, so I'm basically going to turn this one. Oh, wrong thing. I'm going to turn this one into Atana. Let's do that. Actually, no, I take it back. Let's do this one because I think it's more fun to do a non-front-facing pose. So first things first, when it comes to Sean Galloway's work, let me go back to my notes here. He has a lot of what I will call like rounded, squared triangles. If you think about all of the major shapes, right? If you think about square, triangle, and circle, if you were to combine all three of these at once, you would get this shape. So that's something that I noticed that he does, as well as a lot of other artists. But it's kind of like the ultimate shape in a way. He also does a lot of straights versus curves. Many other designers do that as well. But I noticed the straight that he has on this side is actually more curved. Very rarely does he have pure circles or perfectly symmetrical circles. And he very rarely uses sharp points. He does do it sometimes. I've seen characters with it. But if you look at like Batman right here, the points in the knee, here's an example of a sharp point. Here's some examples. But you don't really see it. Not in the fingernail, not in really the brow or anything. They tend to be a lot softer. And that's sort of what I think gives it its charm. So we're just going to try and mimic that. Let me actually go on this side. I'm so used to having reference on the right side and drawing on the left because I'm left-handed. so let's get the eyes kind of figured out. Now, one thing I noticed about his style, the eyes when they're in a three-quarter front view, they never actually touch the side of the face. There's always a little bit of a gap. So you can see it here, you can see that here. If I go back to any of these, you'll see the exact same thing. So that's one thing I noticed when I was sketching. So we're going to mimic that as well. Kathy says a lot of driving and eating good food. That first part doesn't sound fun, but that second part does. So I'm glad you enjoyed your day. All right, so you can give Atana a little bit of cheekbone right here. Now Atana's chin is a little bit more on the pointed side, so we can actually still use this as a good reference right here. Let's separate this eye just a little bit more, pull it out to the side. And in my mind, this is just a sketch layer, but we're going to see how far I take it. This might end up being the final layer, but I don't know. Let's see. Let's pull this out just a little bit. Don't want to have the side of the face touching. Trying to avoid that. Okay, characters have nice large pupils. And then cute little noses. They all have cute noses, so let's see what we decide to do here. Okay. We can have her smiling. Megan says, I went to the mall to play Pokemon Go with a friend. It was 90 degrees out, so the park was not happening. Oh, man. It was 90 degrees out here, too. I understand. What things might you take from Cheeks' style to incorporate into your own? That's a good question. I'm not exactly sure yet. One thing I do know that I really like about his work is how charming it is. But I don't think I've ever shown anyone his work or seen anyone look at his work and say that that's not appealing. And maybe it's not everyone's favorite. You know, some people might like something that's a little edgier or something that is more like stylized realism. But his style is so charming and it's just very attractive. And I want to learn how I can use that for shadow boxers. So one thing it could be doing is simply exaggerating my shapes a little bit more. It could mean focusing on the way I use different shapes like noses, right? If you look at like all these noses, they all have something different about them, or the way that he has smiles, right? So there's something about him that I've always really appreciated as an artist. And who knows, it might be something I can replicate. Okay, so we got that here. Let's get soft brows. So the brows are kind of like, they look like boomerangs, little boomerangs almost. It's not quite a sharp shape like I would normally do. Like if you look at Javen's brows, they're not nearly as angled as that. So that's one thing I really have to keep in mind. Okay. Let's do a quick edit of this eye. This far eye, as soon as it loads. One day. Come on. Okay. So we got that. Now the ear, depending on the character, could either be big or small. But let's see. And then the shape inside the ear is pretty simple. It's just this kind of, just that, pretty much. Now, the next thing is the hair, the outline of the hair. Got to figure that out. Let's see. It got up to 96 out here. This week's about to be brutal. I'm sorry. I don't envy you at all. I definitely think exaggeration of shapes is a great thing that everyone can explore more. I also do think decreasing the total number of shapes in your characters will be good for reproducibility. That's a really good point. So whenever it comes to creating something where you'll have repeating characters, like in an animation or comic, where you have to draw the character many, many times, it is good to have things be easily reproducible. And that really comes down to shapes, right? There's no there's no like limit technically, but you also don't want to drive yourself crazy. If you were modeling this, it would be a very different scenario, because in modeling, you just have to draw it once, or maybe do your turnaround, and then you're good to go. But outside of that, you really want to consider how the decisions you make in that area will affect what your characters do. Okay. So I think she's looking pretty cute right here. I think she looks friendly. So I could probably even exaggerate some things a little bit more. And going back to Kathy's question about what I think I can learn from Cheeks' style that I can incorporate, this is the goal for every artist that I have, is to learn something from them. When I don't have, or in general, when we don't have enough reference to go by, our work tends to suffer from it. And so I've personally, in my artistic practice, been feeling like I'm kind of plateauing in a sense. Like I haven't seen as much growth as I would like. And so what I've decided to do is just challenge myself to do something a little bit different that isn't too dissimilar to what I did when I was in school. And when I was in school, we would do this practice regularly. And I was like, you know what? This was really helpful back in the day. Why don't I just do that again? Except, come at it from a slightly different angle. Because back then it was just like, hey, I want to get, a job, and I want to be able to do this. Now I just simply want to improve and focus on how I can be better for this project specifically. And I assume it'll help in other projects as well, but that is a major motivating factor. Okay, so we have this going on for Atana right now. It's looking pretty cute, I think. I don't want to get too sharp at all. And I kind of like this bang right here, so I think I'm going to mimic something like that for the locks in her hair. Let's see. Probably not to the level that he does, rather dialing in the balance of how much you need to get the idea across. Obviously, I love the way they look, though I do love our sanity more. Well, I appreciate that. Because Kathy says adorbs. I'm glad you like it. I think she's looking very cute. She looks like she's super friendly and just fun and cute. So, yeah. By the way, if you have not already and you're enjoying the stream so far, please like the video. I would appreciate that immensely. This is going to be the second to last stream for up until what we've dubbed the season finale, which, just as a reminder, is not me saying I'm quitting streaming forever. I'm just going to refocus my energy in other places for this channel so that I can actually do things like create new content, videos on shadow boxers, or just other artistic things like tutorials, or things like that. Things like that. So let's do this. Fill in the little jewelry on Atana's locks right here, so we know that it's different. I feel like her hair actually isn't the best overall silhouette. Let me see. Let me go back. Maybe if we did something like that, because this shape is really popular. That kind of curved V wasn't even a great example of it, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. Getting there. Let's try going over it one more time. Let's just see what happens. There's a couple of little changes I think I might want to make. Okay, so get that right there. So Tana actually has a bit of a nose bridge, so I definitely don't want to leave that out, which is why I'm referencing the drawing on the top. But I also do like how this nose looks down here. Give it some lashes. Can actually put that a little closer. The penultimate peril. Wait, what? I'm so lost right now. All right, let's do this one last time. You know what? That deserves a hydration check. Mark will be so proud. That's 4 in 23 minutes. That's pretty good. And I would say 22 minutes because technically the first minute is just the countdown. Uh-oh. Oh, this is the penultimate episode. Oh, shoot. I get it. Thank you. And thank you for referencing a series of unfortunate events. For anyone who knows, I do love that series. I was a big fan of the books growing up, and then as an adult, I saw the Netflix show. I really like the Netflix show a lot. The Jim Carrey movie was okay. It was it felt very rushed, but that's what happens when you try and condense 3 books in one movie. So, what can you expect, right? Okay, so we're giving her a little bit of eyelash right there. There we go. Yeah, that's looking cute. That's cute. Might even be able to do a little something with this. So as I'm working on this, guys, let me know which character you want to see and if it should be like a full body pose or just the head. Let me know. I am open. I think most of you guys know the characters by now, so yeah, just shout them out or type them out, rather. Maybe don't shout because I don't know where you live. I don't know if you have neighbors who are sleeping or something. Now, I could make her look a little older by actually lengthening her face. Let's try that. Because now she looks a little too young. There we go. Gotta get the little part, her hair. Okay, now this is the part that kind of gave me issues last time, so let's hope that this goes the way I want it to. I'm kind of just playing and seeing what works out. I'm not exactly sure what the solution for this is. Okay. Not bad, not bad. You can soften this up just a little bit. All right, so I look at this one more time. I think I gave her a little too much on the back of her head, so let's actually just move that in a little bit. Yeah, even that feels a little bit better. What I might do actually, I'll bring this in behind and below her ear. Like this. Okay. And then I want to exaggerate this just a little bit more. Possible. Yeah. There we go. It's feeling pretty good. Let's give her a little bit of fold, a little fold in the eye. Okay, just adding a little bit of shadow here. I could do that with fill in this pupil a little bit. Some of Sean Galloway's characters don't really have irises, just have pupils sometimes. And let's fill in this eyebrow. All right. And then let's do this. I'm going to break up this major shape into a couple of smaller ones because her hair isn't just flat like that. She has locks. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to create these little divisions here, separate them. And then we're going to let's see. Shape doesn't feel quite right yet either. Maybe something like that. I'm not sure yet. There's something I'm not certain about with her and this top of this hair. Maybe it needs to come to a point. Maybe that's it. Let's bring it to a point. Yeah, that actually feels a lot better. And then let's bring this more in front like that. All right, so we got Atana. There we go. There we go. She looks so legit. Thank you, bro. So good. You definitely talk about having more variation. Line weight for comics, you can get away with that. Oh, that's a good point. That's a really good point. All right, Atana is good to go. All right, I never heard suggestions for another character. So what do you guys think? Maybe here, let's remember who we have as options. We got Mashaka, Aletha with or without a mask, Ishnu, Javen. We just did Atana. Kayla, Ghazali, Asim. You can also throw in Zalam, Enzi, and Cairo as well. So, or Chef Fufu. We could take it back to to those days. So, what are you guys thinking? Any recommendations? Any things you guys want to see? While you guys are deliberating, I'm going to go in here for a quick second. Megan said, I feel like since you're doing the cipher, we got to have the 4 boys. Ah, okay. All right. The 4 boys. Let's do it. So that would mean we got to have, wait, I agree, but I also want to see Ghazali. Ooh, okay. You know, we haven't drawn Ghazali in a while. We'll do Ghazali first, and then we can do the 4 cipher boys. So let's do that. I'm going to get rid of these references. And I want to pull from a drawing I saw on Sean's page. Now, I don't know where it was. I don't know which on the 3 pages it was, but it was a drawing of Jafar. And I thought it was perfect for what I'm trying to do here. Just bear with me as I try and find the reference. It was just too good. Once I find it, you guys will see why I had to scroll through his whole page. Because like I said before, he doesn't usually have a ton of characters with really sharp angles in it. They're usually somehow rounded out. But with Jafar, I think he had a really great balance of mixing all these things together. So let's see. Where is he at? I probably could just Google Jafar. um, it's not this guy. I think it's getting closer. Man, he posts a lot of art. I guess this is what happens when you're a monster artist, though. You just have a ton of stuff. All right, if I don't find it in 10 seconds, I'm just going to Google it. Okay, I'm going to Google it. Oh, wow. It was really just as simple as that. He's right there. And let's see if I can get a high-res version of it, because that's a little small. Oh, the curse of not having Twitter. Let's see, what this one. Okay, this will work. This is clearer image. I forgot if you already did Javen. I did draw Javen, just not on today's stream. I drew him here. So I drew Javen twice. I drew Kayla, I drew Ishnu, and I drew Alita with her mask. This is free advertising for Sean. I know. Sean, if you ever see this, we appreciate you, man. Your work is dope. All right. So, you know what? Let's do a full body of Ghazali. Let's try it. We don't need the rest of the mouse house up in here, but we can do a Ghazali sketch. Okay, let me find him. Bring him in here. This is the one thing about Clip Studio that annoys me. Whenever I try and bring in a reference, it just automatically makes it a new file, and I don't really want that ever. There's never been a situation I've wanted that. So it just feels like extra work. But whatever. It's fine. And it's better than eating up all my RAM like Photoshop would do on my streams. Kathili says full body. Yep. Okay, we're doing a full body. Oops. Now, one thing we do have to do is pick a pose. It could be straight on, but I want to do something a little bit more fun. Let me see what I can find in here. Even if it's just something simple. There's a lot of jumping poses in this book. Okay, let me try this other one. Ooh, okay. So I'm going to base it off of this drawing of the lizard, which is another hydration check. But that pose just looks so so cool to me. I've never drawn Ghazali this way before. So let me get my reference set up. Let me put the keyboard on top of my book. All right. I have never done this, so we are going to learn together how this all works. Let me turn off Atana for now. Let's start off with let me actually move these guys over to the side a bit. So one thing about his work also is that he does a lot of exaggeration. So um, you guys can see it a lot in even things like the arms. Like I don't know how he even thought to do some of the things he's doing, but that's why we're going to learn from it. That's why we're doing these. This is going to be interesting because his anatomy doesn't really match the lizard's. So I just got to go based off what I think would work. So starting with his shoulders here. Gotta make him skinnier because Ollie's not a bulky man. Maybe I bit off a little more than I can chew. I don't know. We'll see. Let me pull up another reference here just to get the muscles right. There's a certain way he does the body when it's human. So okay. So let's get deltoid here. There's some interesting thing with the arms here. So let's use Jafar's hands for reference. Okay, let's make these limbs a little bit longer, just for fun, because why not? Okay, so let's lower the opacity here. Oh snap, look who is on. What's up, Neil? Thank you for joining the live stream, man. Today we're doing some style studies of Sean Galloway. So that's why it looks a little different. So earlier we did Atana in his style, and now we're doing Ghazali in a full body sketch. Never done anything quite like this before. This is actually a significant challenge, but we're gonna see how it turns out. In fact, I should probably pull this reference a little bit closer. Maybe I should probably pull this one too. All right, so what can I learn? What can I pull from for this? Let's see. We got really nice sharp nose like this. One thing I also notice is he tends to make the noses very short and the length from the bottom of the nose to the chin particularly long. I think we can get away with that here, especially because Ghazali has a beard. So let's try that. And he's having a lot of fun with these eyebrows, which Ghazali also has pretty extreme brows. So let's do that. And we'll just give him big old kind of triangles. It's going to be a little tricky to fully mimic because the picture is actually very blurry on my end. Like there's certain subtleties I can't capture just by looking. So we're going to take my best guess. Okay, so we got the tiny nose. He's got the hot, heavy cheekbone right here. And I think this eye is good length, but we got to move that further because the eyes don't ever really touch the side of the face. So we can do that. I'm going to take this smile. Ghazali does not have fangs, so I will not be giving him fangs, but I can at least add his lower lip. Might be a little too wide for the eyes. Okay, so for the chin, he's kind of got the shape that's doing this. Doesn't seem too challenging. Let's try that. Ghazali versus Ghaffar. Good morning. What's up, Mark? Thanks for coming on, dude. I might try doing something like this too. I'm bad at stylizing stuff. I'm so used to drawing realistically. Oh, well, in that case, this will be a really good practice for you. So I'll show you guys this. So did I already delete the file folder? So I am actually working on, oh, is it really not going to, hold on. Let me open up my recent stuff. Oh, it doesn't want to open, huh? Okay. What about here? Yeah. So I've made my own curriculum just to get better at art. So what I have done specifically here is I have created a list of different artists I want to study. You can see Sean Galloway's name is first. And what I want to do is 20 full body sketches and 100 head sketches of them. And it could be from photos. I actually recommend that. Either do it from photos or, in my case, I'm doing my characters in his style. And so what it's helping me to do is putting myself in a different design space, and it's helping me learn how to use shapes differently. So, because if you really think about it, when you look at a design, the reason it's usually different is because the shapes they're using when it comes to like 2D animation or comics or something. So my goal is to learn as much as I can from these artists and then incorporate that into my own work somehow. So it's not to necessarily be the next Sean Galloway. That's not the goal. But being able to mimic someone else's style is a very important skill if you want to work in an industry setting. So yeah, if this is something that you think would help you, then I would highly, highly recommend it. Yeah, let's change the music up right quick. I know this one's a little bit more upbeat. Ghazali looks so smarmy. Smarmy. I've always had a hard time saying that word, smarmy. I'm glad you think so. So let's add his little eyes right here, which he already has, so that's perfect. Okay, he doesn't have an ear in this image, so we're going to make up an ear. Now I want to take this to an extreme point. Slightly softer is fine. I'm gonna erase this because this is his jaw, but he's got a beard, so we'll be all right there. Neil says, I haven't done much characters lately. Been doing tons of environments, though, which means I'm stuck in linear perspective hell. You know what? Honestly, there is a virtue in doing perspective. That's actually something I have in my personal curriculum, too. I want to improve in that area. The reason I'm doing characters right now is because I'm trying to update my portfolio. And because characters come more naturally, I thought it would make more sense to just get that out of the way faster. So that's why we're doing it this way. Okay. This eye still doesn't feel like it's the right size. Maybe it's just this one's too big. So. He's going to have wrinkles. Okay. Let's see. Did I have that? He did a drawing of a Spike Spiegel somewhere. I'm trying to see if I can find it because there's a good reference for hair. I can't find it. I'll just move along. No, I can't find it. But this actually might be helpful. Look at how he's doing the hair. It's not necessarily a strict, sharp triangle. It's kind of like this. It's almost like a leaf. That's the best way I can describe it. So let's do that. Let's do a couple of these leaf shapes and have them going in slightly different directions. And then what I'll do is I'm going to erase here to not be confusing. Now, one thing Ghazali does have that I need to add is his tattoos. So let me do a multiply layer. Let me just cover that real quick. We're going to definitely have to color this a different into the purple that's supposed to be. That's kind of what makes it fun. What do you guys think so far? Is he feeling Sean Galloway Ghazali-ish? I feel like there's something I could do to make it to improve it. I'm just not 100% sure what that is just yet. Something about the lip area, I think, is bugging me. First, let's just do that. Maybe it's this right here. There we go. That feels better. Yeah, that's so much better. And then what I'll do, because I think he has extra little. Okay, his beard is separated into two parts right here. So let me take that back, and let me just add this little space right here. And the trick is to make him seem intimidating and evil while mostly using round shapes, which is a challenge. Because that's one of the things about shape language when you really think about it. The way that Sean Galloway does it is his characters are all very cute, right? Like there's a charm to it, there's a cuteness to it because it's primarily using round shapes. But what happens when you do a guy who's like the embodiment of evil? You have to change up your formula just a little bit. So there's certain things that I'm trying to figure out how to kind of interpret. So for example, with Ghazali's hair, I tried to take this kind of shape right here in order to make that. Obviously, it's a little bit different. I'm using it for a different reason, different purpose, but hopefully it's coming through enough, at least for a quick live stream drawing pass. I was gonna say the lips, yeah, but I'm not sure what about them. Well, hopefully it's fixed now. Hopefully. Let's see if I can exaggerate. Oh, I just noticed something. His lip doesn't look like this. It's actually, top lip is smaller. So let me see what happens if I adjust like this. Kind of like that. Okay, let's move these guys a little over to the side. Now the next part is pretty easy comparatively. It's just the arm. So let's just draw an arm. And his arm is bare, so that should make my life a little nicer. And you see me looking down a lot, it's because I have the art book right underneath my keyboard. So I'm trying to capture some of the stuff here. All right, so now he's got kind of tears all over his side right here. So let's go in. And how should we do this? Well, his sleeve is going to have to overlap his beard, I think. Oh, his cowl. I totally forgot about the cowl. Hmm. Okay. There we go. All right. Now let's get the rest of his back. And the cloth right here. The cowl, let's say this is cloak. Okay. All right, and then he's got tears here too. Thankfully, my reference drawing also has that, so just copied it. I might have to exaggerate the body a little bit more. Yeah, I'm feeling this. What do you guys think? What do you guys think so far? We're going to do a little fill for the cowl just so I can know what it is that I'm doing. Kathy says, dope. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. I should probably get to the hands, shouldn't I? I don't feel like belaboring the hands, so we're just going to do something very simple. I like how he has the fingernails really long, so you can do something like that. Oops. Just deleted the whole drawing by accident. That would have been terrible. That would have been a travesty. Thank God for the undo button, right? Okay, so Let me actually shrink the size of this finger here. Help me out a little bit. And then what does Ghazali's arm look like? It just has that. I don't like how this forearm is looking though. Let's try that, and let's try shortening it a bit. His hands don't work. How can I make this into a cool shape? All right, let's get the pants. So Jafar isn't really wearing pants, so I'm just gonna remove him for now. He's not gonna help me. Do this, we gotta do a slight curve. Trying to communicate the calf muscle as well as the little fold in his pants, but I also don't. I want to make it fit, so I think this one might need to be bigger, and this one can make it bigger too. He does have an undershirt, so let's draw that in. And then the shoes. I think I want to take a page from his book and just do the simplest shoes possible. So let's do. Well, actually, let's just see. Before I do all that, maybe there's a reference we can find that has an evil person's shoe. Who is evil out here? Oh, these guys aren't evil, but they do simplify the shoes very well. Let me actually screenshot this, plop it in. Maybe I should do the characters like this. My Star Wars characters, not style. That would be fun. It'd be a fun layout. So we take this over here, compare it to what he has. We could do. I'm gonna mimic this third guy on the right. Let's make the shoes a little bit more flat. Actually, you know what? Let's do the second guy. I think that would make more sense. All right, and just like that, we have our full body Ghazali sketch. I'm kind of feeling this. I like how this came out. Oh, you know what? I could do a quick little thing for his, got a little bit of a pattern on it. Just do some slight indications. I have to look at his turnaround to remember how the exact pattern looks, but this is fine. This is fine. All right. So far in the stream, we got Atana and Ghazali. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so then the next request was the 4 boys from the cipher. So I think I can bring that up here. So, okay, let's do Zalam. He's the first person that came up. So let's draw him. It's very similar to Atana as far as the hair texture and type goes. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can pull off with him. So, okay. Whoa. We're just going to do a head sketch for him. Let's do let me find a reference. Ooh. Okay, I just thought of something. I'm going to try it out. We're going to see if it works. I'm not going to say anything about who it is or who I'm referencing, but I do want to try something. Actually, it might be a little too much now that I think about it. I was trying to do something a little bit more extreme, but I don't know if that'll work very well. I was trying to do a Green Goblin from his style, but the more I look at it, the more I'm like, yeah, I don't think he'd be recognizable as a long if I did it that way. He's more of a slim guy. So who here is slim? Yes, this is my keyboard I'm holding up right now. Okay. Well, let's just see. Let's just see what happens. Let's roll with it. Design is about exploration, right? Maybe let's explore, find something new. Let me know what you guys think of this direction I'm going to take them. Because I've never tried anything this drastic for the characters. Let's get his let's give him some thicker brows here because he's got the parts in the brow. That might be a little too much. Okay, and then he's got this at the top of his head. I have an idea. Yeah, there we go. Here's the Spike Spiegel I was looking for earlier. Can use this. Yeah, this I think probably fits him a lot more as a face shape. So let me back up a little bit here. He does have a pretty thin chin, so we can still keep that. But maybe I make the nose a little bit more prominent. What if Zalam's hairdresser is the last one in Zahara that does dreads? I think that means Nahara. Nahara that does dreads. What if he or she is the last hairbender? Oh my gosh. Wouldn't it be like hair braider, technically, or twister? Let me move this over to the side a bit. Okay. Okay, this is actually working. This is working. Let's fix the top of his head. Let's do a little fill for the brow. All right, then let's do a little separation right there. Sorry, Dahar. It's all good, man. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. Don't even stress. Don't even stress. We're going to change up his hair. This is obviously going to be a little different. Let's give him a proper skull underneath. Let's go back. Oops. And we got to plop this on him. Okay, how do I want to do this next section? Okay, and then he also has some little jewelry on here. Give him his earrings. I actually don't know if this is how Sean Galloway would do it, but I'm doing it this way. I don't know if I've ever seen him draw a character with locks. So until further notice, I'm just going to take a guess. Not to say he hasn't done that before, I just don't know what it would look like. All right. This can be a little thinner. These two. All right. So there is Zalam. What you guys think? I think it came out pretty cool. I think. Now his head looks kind of like a chicken, but yeah, let's make it a little smaller. That might help. All right, so that's one character of the group. Now let's do Cairo or Inzi. That's a hefty chin. It is a hefty chin. Pineapple Man. All right, yeah, he is Pineapple Man, I guess. Okay, that's not it. No. There we go. All right, what do you guys think? Either Cairo or Inzi, yellow or pink? What you guys think? Yeah, that rhymed. Yellow or pink? What you guys think? This is a really fun exercise. If you guys have not considered doing something like this, I would highly recommend it. Yellow, cotton ball. I assume cotton ball is referring to Inzi's hair. All right, so we'll do Inzi. That's funny. And I have just the idea for him too. I know exactly what I'm going to use for reference for him. All right, let's do the opposite direction. Let's do him facing the right. So Inzi, in my mind, is about 14 years old. So he still needs to have a youthful face. Actually, probably wouldn't look that different from Javen, actually, as far as this look goes. So let's his hair is pretty round, so I don't have to worry too much about that overall shape. Now, one thing I do have to worry about is the fact that he's wearing goggles, so that is going to be an important piece right there. He's got a little baby nose. Little baby nose. Okay. Let's get his hairline. Now, the real question is, does he need to have his glasses overlapping his face? Let me look. Oh, no, actually, we can get away with this. We can get away with this. Actually, let me do a smile with teeth. That's what I want to do. Oh, he's friend shaped. Yeah, he is friend shaped, huh? So as I look at his design, he's already got a lot of round shapes in him already. He's definitely not a threatening looking character. Maybe a little dweebish, as my YouTube viewers have alluded to in the past. So, yeah, so I figured this would be the best time to really emphasize the friendliness aspect by just making him very round, very friend shaped, as Kathy called it, which I think is accurate. Okay, I think I have to revise this chin just a little bit. Move this line here. Mark says, "Why is he smiling? What did he do? I'm scared." he was successful in his plans, Mark. He was successful. I think I can give him some slightly bigger teeth, actually. Let me correct this. Rotate it a bit. Yeah, that's a little better. And don't worry, Mark. Happy Enzy cannot hurt you yet. All right. So now I want to do a little bit more with his hair. He looks like Bushido Brown. Does anyone know? Does anyone know who that is from the Boondocks? It looks like a younger version of him. If Bushido Brown was a happy-go-lucky kid, that's what he would look like. Are we sure about? Are we sure about that? I'm not convinced. You know, um, there is a secret about shadow boxers I have neglected to tell you guys, and it's so secret that even Kathy and Megan don't know. But Enzi is actually the real villain. Ghazali was never the villain. He just looked like a cool drawing, and I was like, I'm gonna put him into the story, just to kind of throw people off. But Enzi's the real bad guy. He's the real reason why Javen has to go on his journey. So, yeah, it's canon. Can't change it. No one can convince me otherwise. Ghazali was the red herring all along. Yep. It's like, what? I didn't read this in the synopsis. I know. I knew it. Yep. Mark, you called it. You called it, bro. Is this how I want it to look? Let's see. I don't want him to look like a doofus, but something. I gotta fix this smile. Something's not working for me. Yeah, there we go. Let me just shrink this a little bit. Actually, that should be a little simpler. There we go. All right, we got Enzi. We can put him next to Zalam. What an odd bunch. Can I group these? For Ghazali, yeah. It's the hiding of the eyes, shifty behavior. Is this drawing style mix? Seems like a happy Enzi drawing, or is the style happiness? Never mind, I see the hair and the eyebrows are different, as you were. Okay. This one's empty, right? Okay. All right. We only have two more members of the crew to do. And I think with the time that I have left, we're going to save Javen for last. So let's do Cairo. Now I need a character with a hat to reference. Let's see. Character with a hat. Okay, well, we'll make it up as we go. We will make it up. I see characters with hoods, but not too many with just hats. Technically, I already have two Javens. Oh yeah, I guess I do. But he's on a different page. Seeing the difference was tough. Oh snap. Okay, that's another one. Megan, what number are we at? How many is that? That's got to be like 6 or 7. That's what copy paste is for, my friend. OMG, I lost count, but it's a lot. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Well, copy paste is cheap right now. That's cheapness. So we gonna draw them again, assuming that we have time after I do this one, Benzie. Oops. Okay, so Enzi's, or not Enzi, I'm sorry, Cairo. Cairo is a little bit wider in the face, so we're gonna do. Oh, I know who I can look at. I know. Bits in this other book. Exactly who we're gonna look at. I'm gonna pull a reference of Doc Ock. And once I find it, I'm not as familiar with these books yet. I've been flipping through them, but there's a lot of similar material in it. So, trying to, and there's no page numbers either. Where is it? Maybe it was in the book I was already holding. Oh, nope. Here we go. It's right here. All right, and here's the hydration for the last comment. Let's see. Is next stream the last stream? We should try to break the record. That's a good question. What is the record? I don't know. I don't know what the record is. But yes, next week will be the last Joe McFo live stream for an unforeseeable amount of time. And the reason I explained it last time was just so I could focus more on creating other types of content for YouTube. The channel has not been growing with the live streams, unfortunately, like I thought it was, that I thought it was going to. As much as I have fun with you guys, I'm very far behind in the comic and some of the other stuff I want to do. So we're just going to pause it for now. Occasionally, maybe we'll host an update event and I'll show you guys the progress. Maybe those will be shorter live streams or a drawing stream. Not exactly sure yet. But just for the foreseeable future, we're just going to put the pause on the streams. What up, Odie? Thanks for coming on, dude. Whatever the record is, we'll smash it. Let's just give it like I think the stream with me, Megan, and Kathy, I think we had 10 hydration checks in that one with the three of us. So if we can beat 10, I think that maybe even 15 because this one might have 10 as well. But yeah, if we can beat that, I think we'll be in good shape. All right, so we got a hat here. We've got flat bills. Maybe I should treat it right. Cairo is also kind of friend shaped in a sense, but like that's just his that's just this face shape doesn't mean anything about his expression. His expression probably gonna be a little mean. Okay, and then for the nose, I didn't expect Cairo to go this quickly. That's the weird thing about doing style studies. Sometimes they take 10 or 15 minutes, and sometimes they take like 4. Oh, Amanda, we missed you. Where you been at, friend? Let's see. We indeed did for that one, although I'm not sure we went higher in the past. I shall bring my A game, A for A. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Yeah, Mark, you need to figure out how to wake up earlier, man, because if you only come an hour into the stream, it's gonna be a tough one, man. It's gonna be tough. You're gonna have to prepare notes, I think. Oh dang, Style says I missed out tonight. We'll have to watch to have to rewatch the stream. Yeah, please do. Please, please. This one really needs really clear what? Oh, this one reads really clearly, Jordan. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Do you think we can call a person who doesn't believe in ATLA lore will be called agnostic? That's a good one. I like that one. I'm liking that. Agnostic. That's hilarious. You would really get along with my former college roommate. Kathy and Megan know who I'm talking about, but he was like the master of puns, and I think you two would be very good friends. All right, let's just get this hat to be a little more easily seen. Actually, I think this hat should probably be perfectly round. All right, and then let's get his hair. Actually, let's do this. one way you can show a character has some weight or some fat in the face is by not fully drawing the jaw underneath them. Hmm, let's see. Let me try something. All right, we got Cairo. Having a lot of fun with this one. Oh wait, Atana's the odd one out with her color. So let's there we go. All right, so we got Atana, then we did Ghazali, then we did Zalam, then Enzi, Cairo. Let's finish off with Javid, our favorite protagonist. So let's go back here, get his reference. And I've already drawn Javen before. Naturally, he was the first character I ever drew in this style, at least for this past week. But let's see what we can do. What kind of expression should we do for Javen? Should he be frowning? Should it be fighting? Should it be smiling? What do you guys think? And answer quickly because we only have a few minutes. Ooh, yes. Let's see. Their battle will be legendary. What styles do we go over for a recap? This is only Sean Galloway, so he is a comic / animation artist. Here's some of his stuff. Here, actually, if you go on Instagram, his name is just simply Sean Galloway Art. Also goes by the name Cheeks. And he just has this really fun, charming style that is filled with lots of round shapes, and everything just looks super bubbly and friendly. And because it's so different from what I normally do, I thought he'd be a great place to start. Plus, it's just one of those styles that just looks fun to do, right? So, yeah. Lo what? Rescorationism? What? I can't even read that. I see what you're trying to do, but I have no idea what that even says. Sorry. Like, we could count it, but I have no idea what that says. No expression options, guys? No ideas? Here, let's do like an actiony one. I kind of like this one, a Finn right here, so maybe we can do it. Jimmy kind of like that. Dang, I'm not pun king like Mark. Oh, I'm sorry. To be fair, Mark's been at it for a very long time. All right. So we're getting Javen right here. He's got nice heavy brow. Let's see how I did it before. These are some Javen sketches I did. I like these young ones. These are really fun. So let's try and mimic that. Over here, Finn is a little too. He looks older. He looks clearly older than Javen, and I don't want to do that. So I think a lot of that's going to come down to the chin, especially. Okay, Bring this ear back a little bit more. I want to separate that space. Okay. Let's move this chin just a little bit. Get his teeth. And he's got a tongue and a lower set of teeth. Do I want to include his lips? I don't think I want to do too much with it. I think just the bottom is fine. Yeah. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Me? No, I don't. That's excellent. Dynamic pose sounds fun. Yes, dynamic pose. That's a good one. Actually, you just made me think of something. What do you guys think of the topic for the next study? Or that's the next stream. Next stream. Do you guys want to see me do some environment stuff? Do you guys want to see me just have fun drawing the characters? Do you want me to bring Kathy and Megan on again? What would you guys want to see? If there's no time in this chat, then post it in the Discord. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make something up. So yeah, we gotta do something fun for the season finale. I just thought of when Sokka came back to the gang after they couldn't be funny without him. That's another reference. Gotta do it. Mark says, you tried, Amanda. Well, it was for religion-based names, like Mark had agnostic, Pentecostal, Pentatoffles. I tried. Oh, I see. Yeah, we might have to workshop those a little bit. All right. I never envisioned Javen having big ears, but we might do it for this particular sketch. I don't know. Let's just get a little bit of distinction, a little bit of a turn in the form. And he's going to need a sharper chin, slightly sharper. There we go. He's got his hairline. All right, I think I might have to move Inzi and Zalam up a little bit because who knows how long Javen's hair is going to go. Okay, so let's say that is the end of Javen's head. So let's go over here. And then what I'm going to do to get these pieces, the extra pieces of his hair, I'm just going to kind of go in and do this. Just kind of draw through shapes a little bit. And then I'm going to just simply get rid of what I don't really need. Okay, that's a little tall, I think. close, but it's a little tall there. I think his face is also slightly too wide. There we go. And then I think his neck is a little thicker side. So let's do this. Oh man, Neil says, wait, there's a Discord? Yeah, there's actually a link to the Discord in the description below. Make the ears even bigger. Thank you, Megan, for posting the link. The ears really work with the style. One of those things you don't expect. Oh, okay. I'll make the ears bigger. No problem. I didn't see the comment, so yeah, let's do that. Maybe not that big. Okay, that might be a little too much. Starting to look like Dumbo. Actually, these ears are a good size, I think. All right. Let's see. Bring your best pet pics to the Discord. Yes. Did the llama drawing get made? No, we haven't done much with the llama drawing, but I did reference it in the Zalam Expressions Part 2 stream. We love our pet pics. We need a llama stream and a Shiba Inu. Yes, we need both of those, right? We need both of those. Okay, just real quick. Something about this seems off. I think it's the size of Javen's face compared to his head. So let me just do a little twist in. Let's try this. All right, guys. Well, this is it. So we start off with Atana on the top. Then we did a full body of Ghazali. And then we did the 4 boys from the crew. We got Inzi right here, Zalam, Javen, and Cairo. So with that said, guys, I want to thank you all for joining the live stream. I appreciate all your comments and all the puns and making sure we stay hydrated over here. Matter of fact, just for the sake of the stream, might as well just get one last good one in there in case we missed one. Again, next week is the season finale where I go on a streaming hiatus. So make sure you don't miss it. If you have any ideas of things you want to see in the next stream, post it in the Discord. You all have access to it. And with that said, I will see you all next time. Oh, and if you did not like the stream yet, please like the stream. All right, guys, have a good one. Peace.